We're live. Hello. Okay, let me see.
Hi, Louise. Good evening.
Lovely candlelight. Okay, so tonight
And
we're talking about...
it's one of your candles, by the way.
Oh, okay. Right. So tonight we're talking about drama and how drama seems to follow us, and how we don't connect the dots, because most of us are, this person is doing it to me, instead of going like, okay, if there's drama everywhere where I go, am I the common denominator? Right. So, sorry, I just want to get a tissue. Okay, so drama. You know, when I still remember the days when there was a non-stop drama about nothing. And it is really about absolutely nothing, and then it becomes so enormous that it's about everything. And in the end, nobody knows what the drama is all about. And all it's true, isn't it? Because we don't have tools to stop the drama fast enough. Because if we stop the drama fast enough and we pinpoint the drama and we address the drama and we know what to do and we know what to say, then the drama goes away. But there's another part of it. I mean, there's actually many, many, many parts of it. So let's start talking about a few. So the one is that I only feel alive when I'm in the middle of drama. I only feel noticed. I only feel present when there's a lot of drama. There are unfortunately just people who need a lot of drama in their life so that they can actually feel that they get noticed. And it's a little bit like rather negative attention than no attention. And that, so if anybody had a negative attention childhood, you want to look at that one. You want to see, am I still caught in that same pattern where I will actually create the drama because I'm not used to positive attention? And at the same time, here's a great one to think about. If I don't trust other people, then I'm going to create the drama when they come nearer. If they come into my safe space, here, right here, they come into my safe space and I start liking them and I start being vulnerable and I pick up this little hint that maybe it looks like something is going to go wrong. And you don't even have to pick up hints. You can have the belief system that happiness is not for you. It's not going to last. It is, if you start expecting stuff, you're going to be disappointed. If you start trusting other people, you're going to be disappointed. You can have a very deep belief system that you can't trust men if you're a woman. And then it's easier for us if we come with our small child, our small hurt inner child with eyes to say, I'm going to leave this person before they leave me. Our belief system is honestly, it's easier to leave than to be left, and the faster I do it, the better. And here's another one. We can talk about more of them because there are more. There is another one. If I don't 100% love and accept myself, and if I have not gotten over the idea that there are parts of me that is not acceptable, then I am going to be so scared to let people in that I'm just not going to relax into being fully available. That's a big one, you know. So to recap, the main ones is maybe you're used to negative attention. The second one is maybe you fear being left so much that you'll actually create drama so that you have a reason to leave and to leave first. And then the third one is maybe if this person comes any nearer, they're going to leave me anyways. They're going to judge me. They're going to abandon me because if they just know how deeply unacceptable I am, they will not want to be with me. Right. So what do you think?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it not also a form of self-sabotage, Louise? It's a
Yes. For
I've
all
been
the
doing it. I've been doing it in my relationship. I just woke up to the fact recently that I create drama out of absolutely nothing, actually. And I stopped doing that because I recognized that cycle a few years ago, but I'm fully back into it. And it's so, the scary thing about it, or the interesting thing is it's very subconscious. So you don't know that you're addicted to drama. You don't know that unless you're very, very self-aware. And it can be something really small, actually, not just in the relationship, but in life that can set off a drama cycle. Am I right? It's like really something people shouldn't be in drama about. They become very dramatic about. And I've been doing it in my relationship. I think I stopped doing it in my life to a large extent, but in my relationship, it's ridiculous how I create chaos and drama. And that definitely is. So maybe it's multifaceted. I think it's a form of self-sabotage, or let me create shit so he'll leave me or I'll leave him before it, yeah, so that it doesn't become too intimate.
yeah. There's that. I mean, there's various belief systems, but look, we want to go back. We want to reset everybody's thinking so that people can start acting like adults. And acting like adults is a surprisingly big concept. You know, I'm talking to adults here. We should think that this is a very fairly simple and easy thing to get across, but it's not, because people are addicted to controlling other people. People are addicted to being fixed by other people. People are very much in the habit of forming trauma bonds or um, wanting to be so codependent on each other that it feels good. I mean, it feels good in the beginning until you find out that you have no roots, you don't have legs, you're just waiting on the other one to make you happy, or if something happens, you're going to be unhappy. So we don't create our own happiness, our own core. And we so easily go into these codependent relationships, and they can work. They can absolutely work. I will fix you, you will fix me. I will not have wants and needs if they are going to be upsetting for you. That's like number one rule of codependency. I'm willing to give up what's really important to me in order not to upset you. And if one partner does it, that one partner, if that one person does not talk about their wants and needs, that person is abdicating responsibility for their part in the relationship. Because this is a sort of, you more often will have a controlling person who's more willing to go and ask and nag and, and, and prod and try and get a resolution. And you more often have on the other side somebody who's a little bit withdrawing and will not talk so easily and will not share what's inside themselves. And these two people normally come together in codependent relationships. And as long as we fap about each other and we are very happy to adore somebody else, and we don't start this whole hamster wheel of I'm going to be punishing you, get into the drama triangle, then of being the persecutor, being the rescuer, then it's going to keep on working until we get into it. Once we get into it, this situation stops working. Then both parties are always guilty. This is what everybody needs to understand. There can be the person who picks a fight. There can be the other person who doesn't stop a fight. There can be the person who is creating the drama, and there can be the other person who says, I don't want this drama. I have a boundary about it. So both parties have to take their responsibility. This is what's important. You cannot be in a relationship and one person is the one who takes care of not creating drama. The other person have to have a conversation with you about not creating drama, but rather to talk stuff through. But Antoinette, listen, let me tell you, it's very hard when drama is our normal. That's the problem. When drama is our normal, then we don't even know. It's like this is a way of life for us. It's just not normal. And very often we feed off it. Sometimes you have angry people who feed off anger because they get results. With drama, you can get results. If you wanted to get attention, you're going to get attention. If you want somebody to listen to you and do what you want, enough drama, somebody's going to do it, right? So drama and anger and withdrawal, punishing somebody with quiet, not talking to you. There are all ways of controlling the situation, and we don't do it on purpose. We really don't. But on the other side, there has to be somebody else who also says, no, this is not good enough for me. I'm not happy to do this anymore. I want to just have a conversation with you about this. And there's one enormously good tip that I can share with people, and this is, it's like when I had migraines for 6 years nonstop. I could never feel this thing coming. I was in the middle of this nonstop migraine drama. It was either such a lot of medication that I wasn't really present, or otherwise I was lying flat in a dark room in extreme pain. 6 years. And I couldn't feel that migraine coming on. I just couldn't stop it in time. And so when I got better, and I got better because I found a chiropractor who was amazing and helped me fix a neck problem. And suddenly I wasn't having migraines all the time anymore. I could started feeling right here, it's coming. That's what we need to do with drama. When it happens, right when it's here and you feel it, you have to stop and ask, why am I going into the drama right now? Who do I need to punish? Who's punishing me? That's your first question. I'm punishing somebody. Somebody's punishing me. Am I controlling somebody? Am I being resentful? Am I being passive aggressive? Is the other person doing the same? Because it can come from either side. And any of those can trigger it, the drama, just like that. It's about
but the drama can also happen without a relationship, Louise. I mean, you can create drama in your life just completely on your own. I mean, that was very valuable, everything you said. But before I was single a lot of my life and I was still in constant drama.
People who are single are still in relationships with absolutely everybody. And look, a lot of people fear that they are deeply unacceptable. Deeply. I mean, they don't even fear it. They actually believe it. They believe that they've been born, they have been contaminated, they are disgusting. They just know that people can never like them. They can never just be themselves. Those people are going to keep people away from me. They are going to create.
Don't you think you can also create drama even without people? I mean, I remember walking my dog and creating all kinds of drama in my head about whether he was going to disappear into the forest and get caught in a snare. And so taking away so often my presence, my ability to be grounded in the present through my head, creating a drama over something really very small or something that hadn't even happened. It became a dramatic event. So I think that it robbed me until I realized it of living a very peaceful life in paradise where I lived, because I was constantly creating some drama. There wasn't anybody in my life. I wasn't working. There wasn't any reason for me to be in drama at all. but I would create it, I think, it's a headspace thing, don't you think? It's like an automatic program that goes, something must be wrong. I'm out here in paradise, the sun is shining, I'm on the beach, but my dog might disappear.
Look,
I don't know if I'm
this,
wrong about that, but
no, no,
it's
you're right. Now, first of all, go back, because if you are used to a life of drama, this is how you were brought up. You always had to watch out, high alert. When is mommy going to have a fit? When is daddy coming home drunk? Um, how, which kinds of displeasure am I going to get? How am I going to get judged? Am I going to be in trouble because my little brother is crying? So that teaches you to be on high alert. You don't just get rid of high alert. You are on high alert. You can walk on the beach with your dog and you can be on high alert. So that's the first thing to look at. But the second thing is also that it's not only about the high alert. It's also about the fact that, as you say, we have not learned the tools. We have not learned that if we focus on right now in this very moment, it's beautiful on the beach, the dog is having an amazing time. I can choose to enjoy this very moment, or I can contaminate it by putting fear about something that may or may never happen in. But we have a habit of a monkey mind. We have a habit of overthinking everything, especially if you grew up in some sort of challenging situation, because you had to be a little adult. You had to over prepare everything. You had to be ready. You had to duck and dive. You had to make your own plans, and you had to make sure your little brother doesn't cry. So you had to be so accomplished as a little one, instead of just being like, yes, I'm small, let me go play with a ball. I don't have to worry about this stuff, which is just not the reality for a lot of people. And so if you are in the habit and you are on this constant scanning mode, which every child who has grown up with challenging circumstances are, lifelong until you become aware. And you take into account neuropsychology and the brain's natural negativity bias. Our brain is designed to let us look for tigers so the tigers don't eat us, so that we will survive. So the brain is naturally looking for danger. It's up to you to to get a lot of tools and become aware of what's going on inside you. So you may be triggered all the time by fearing judgment, because if somebody judged me, I'm going to die. Like the tiger's going to eat me, I'm going to die. I fear judgment, and they're going to leave me, and I'm going to die. So you might be triggered absolutely all the time. That trigger, the abandonment trigger, the judgment trigger, the fear of judgment trigger is going to create drama. You are going to create drama, some sort of drama. You're not just going to stand and have a little calm conversation with yourself and say, oh, that's just ridiculous. You know what? I'm not going to die if this person abandons me. I'm not going to like it, but I'm not going to die. It's going to be bad. It's going to be painful. Tough luck. I'm going to have to go through it, but I will not die if this person leaves me. And so we don't do that. Once we learn to speak to ourselves rationally and we calm down that irrational fears that we have, we don't have to go into all these reactions. And it's the reactions, it's reactivity that causes the drama. So we have a way of thinking about it. We are scanning, we are fearing the worst, and then we are reactive. We don't
and
wait.
the interesting thing is it perpetuates it, actually, because what we resist will persist, or what we're thinking about is what comes towards us. So the irony of all of this is, while you're worrying about the dog disappearing into the forest, that's exactly what may happen because you're so focused on it. And the resistance creates so much suffering, resistance to, because if something is as it is, you got to just accept it. But those of us who have a drama mind don't easily accept things. We start analyzing it and ruminating and creating all kinds of stories around it.
Yeah, but Antoinette, you know what? You need to not call it, I have a drama mind, because then you are setting it in stone, and it's not. It's like, that is just the way I am functioning now because of the way that I grew up. And I'm not going to keep on doing that. So I'm going to find help and I'm going to start living differently. I'm going to let somebody help me see my blind spots. And then hopefully they'll give me some tools so that I can change these things. And then I am going to be in charge of my mind, because the mind is not in charge of us. We are not our thoughts. We are capable of changing ourselves into somebody who can be serene and don't have all this drama anymore, and actually started testing this drama. I can't stand drama. Absolutely can't stand it. And I used to be, wow, fire, fire and lightning and constant drama. And I had no clue what it was all about, but it was constant. So we are not our minds. We're not our beliefs. We are not our thoughts. We are not helpless over our minds. We are not just in drama. We are so much more.
But we need to get help, I think, and we need to observe our minds. But sometimes the reactions for me, Louise, don't even start in my mind. They just come. They just become, it's like an instinct. So that's a very, everybody says it starts with the thought and then the emotion and the reaction. For me, the reaction often just comes straight out. It just dives out and I go, oh my word, look at that.
Antoinette, it's not something you tackle them one at a time. That's all I can tell you. So you tackle them one at a time. You realize that. Let's go. Let's take an example. Somebody comes home every night, and they are not there. They come home at 5 o'clock, and suddenly they're not there at 5 o'clock. And you know that every time that happens, you have an instant reaction in your head. Now, if you are triggered by it because you have been in a relationship before where your lover was unfaithful, then you are going to most probably think, where is he? Is he seeing somebody else? Because you have not addressed it. It's going to be subconscious, it's going to happen immediately, and you are just going to have some sort of reaction because you are still living in the past. You haven't addressed it in the now. You have to become very mindful. You have to engage your logical mind. And so the first time it happens, you're just a bundle of reactions. Somebody comes home and you snap at them and you kick the cat, and you're unreasonable about something else completely, because we never are unreasonable about the thing that we are supposed to be unreasonable about. We will go and pick a fight about something else because we have not identified our trigger. This is a huge, huge cause of drama. Now, it happens 2, 3 times in a row. Now, please wake up at this time. This person comes home 10 minutes late or 20 minutes late, and I am going to have that same reaction. Bingo. Here is your chance. Now you ask yourself, step number 1, what is this all about? Okay. Oh, bloody hell, Louise, you're still living in the past. It's that other guy who fooled around and you're still having a reaction on that. Now you bring your logical mind in. You go, okay, sweetie pie, you can be all nice tonight. Don't go and overreact, because this has nothing to do with you. This is somebody who's arriving late because the traffic is heavy or because there was too much work at office. It's not because you're not lovable, likable, sexy as hell, desirable, whatever anymore. It is because the traffic is bad. They're working late tonight. Okay, don't bring your history into it, because you're going to do it. And whether your history is ancient history when you were small, or whether your history is from now, when you've just been jolted and been cheated on and you're still in pain from it, you are going to bring your history in, and it's going to be a reaction. So take the stuff that happens often. That stuff that happens often. Wait. Right? Maybe it's time to read it. Okay? What am I going to now admit here? You have had this book for how long? And you have not read it? Really, Antoinette? What is
Guilty
it
as
all
God.
about? What is this all about? It's about people repeating the same patterns over and over and over and over and over. And it helps you see your hamster wheels. It helps you fix your hamster wheels, and it gives you a whole set of tools in the back. What is a healthy relationship? How to have difficult conversations? What is your wants and needs? All those things that are really important. So maybe read it because we need we need to be aware of our own patterns.
Thank you. Next time we go on live, you must test me, okay, on the book.
We will have a live. Okay, everybody, we promise you, the minute when I have actually convinced Antoinette to read this international best-selling book, this one, that has 70 amazing reviews on Amazon. Maybe we'll have a live about it, right? And I'll test you.
Once I've read it, yes.
Okay, right, let's check some remarks here. Right, let's see. There we go. Hi, Linda. Yeah, that's a really good point, Linda. It is like people get addicted to running because there's feel good hormones in it. But I also think we're addicted to the power. I think we are way more addicted to the feeling of power, because the feeling of power is the thing that gives you that reaction.
That's big.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know who's Facebook user. But thank you for that.
Who are you? Let us know.
Hi, Paul. Okay, if one's lifelong pattern, dramas in life without drama is unconceivable. Okay, and now at this point, the work become more mindful can begin. So, how are you now about drama, Paul? I'll be very much interested to know. Wait, Antoinette. I read the book. Who's
I want to know who you are.
But listen, really? Okay. All right, Antoinette. So, what else do you have tonight? did I silence you now?
I have to go until I've read the book. I feel I've been suitably. But that was good, Louise. Thank you. I think it's enough.
Enough to. Yeah, okay. That's Paul say. Minimum drama.
Minimum drama.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Once you actually understand that you are causing it, either by starting it or participating. Now, let me finish with that, because this is also huge. There is no drama if one person is the only person creating drama. I double dare any of you to go out and create drama and see how far you can take this on your own. Because you cannot do drama by yourself. Drama always involves two people. And because it involves two people, one person can stop it. One people can say, I'm not doing drama anymore. One person can say, you can go and sit in that corner and ignore me. Or you can throw around pots and pans because you are choosing not to speak. Or you can choose to be passive aggressive, and I'm not going to stand for it, but I'm not going to participate. I'm just going to carry on and I'm going to talk to you like normal. I'm not going to punish, drama triangle. I'm not going to punish you by taking part in this. I'm also not going to persecute you by telling you how wrong you are and what you should be doing. And this is like really not the way it should be done. So we can step out. We can just say, I'm not taking part. You can be angry by yourself, or you can talk to me. You can be passive aggressive, and it's not working because I don't know what you're trying to say to me. You've got words to say to me what you want to say to me. Don't be passive aggressive. I'm not playing this game anymore. If there are two people in a relationship and there's drama going on, if you say enough times, I'm not playing this game anymore, People are going to start hearing you. They are actually going to learn that it's time to put on that big girl and big boy Brooks panties, and for people who don't understand the Brooks part, um, and actually become aware, become very mindful, and take responsibility for your triggers, for neutralizing them, for getting better tools. Antoinette, the tools are in the book, in case you still don't know by now.
Louise, I want to say something though, because I've been the one creating drama and Jeff hasn't reacted, and then he got very reactive. So the thing is, if you do not stand up to somebody who's creating constant drama, you do actually have to draw a boundary at some point. You do have to say, this is not okay. Otherwise, it can become a perpetual cycle and most people at some point then just leave or they just get really aggressive. So it's fine to say don't react, and it's not about an aggressive reaction or a triggered reaction, but actually to stand up to a person who's creating that drama and say, no, this is not okay, it's enough, I think is important, being the person who's the drama
I'm not
queen.
saying don't react. I'm saying don't take part and use your voice and tell people. It's not the same thing. I'm not saying don't react, because if you don't react, you are not taking your 50%. You
shouldn't just accept it. That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't just accept it and say it's okay, because then you're encouraging that person to carry on doing it.
Yes, and you are not taking your part, and then it is not fair to explode about it later, because if we are, remember now what I'm talking about, the migraine starts the first time when you let somebody do something that's dear to you, but they cross those lines. The migraine starts there. If you don't gently say in the beginning, sweetie, that wasn't so nice, or, this and this and this felt for me a bit uncomfortable. Can we talk about it? Or there are so many ways. If two people are willing to listen to each other with respect, if two people step out of this drama ring and this games that we are playing, I'm punishing you with silence. Really, that's the worst thing in the world we can do. I don't want to say anything, but I'm going to be passive aggressive. I'm going to make all these jokies about, I'm going to be demeaning, and I'm going to laugh about it like it's a joke. It's not a joke. Nobody's laughing. It is somebody not having a voice and using it. That's not fair. Everybody are supposed to be adults in a relationship, and everybody is supposed to bring their own side. Everybody has to notice that they are either contributing in a positive way or they are making the situation worse. It's hard for people who don't talk normally. It's hard for people who talk all the time to shut up. We just have to break our habits and learn how to listen to each other and respect each other's opinions. That's the crux of it. Allowing somebody else to have opinions, but also being willing to give our own opinions. If we don't do both, the relationship is out of balance.
Well said.
Hi, Teresa. Okay. Yeah. Now, you see, this is the thing. Let me hide this for a minute here, because you know what? If you have true connection, love, and respect in the place of the drama, you don't miss the drama. This is the magic. Hear me, please. The drama feels better than nothing. The drama feels more, at least there's some connection. If you have true connection, where two people love and respect each other and have open conversations in which both are willing to listen and share how they really feel and offer boundaries and accept each other's boundaries, respect each other. That is true connection. Then you don't need the drama. Once you actually for the first time understand true connection, you just don't want drama ever again. I'm done with drama for the rest of my life. Not interested. It's unnecessary. Just find the pickle, read the book on the net.
Swear, I have to die. The spotlight's on me.
Okay, I love this, Linda. I'm not doing this with you anymore. And it's better if two people do it, right? Are you there by yourself, Linda? Because it's so much better once both people understand that what codependency is. Once both people understand, like, you are supposed to be in charge of your own happiness. Go put on those big panties, okay? Hitch them up. Stop reacting. Use your head to find a different reaction, response, not a reaction. Take a responsibility for your own part. Be willing to listen. Stop defending. Stop overprotecting. Live in the moment. Enjoy what you have right in front of you right now. If you're on that beach, feel the sand between your toes and enjoy it. If you're in a great relationship, don't go looking for shit where there's nothing, Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Don't go look for it. Because this is what we do. We are creating drama where there's nothing. Enjoy what you have. Rather at this moment, make a list of, oh, wow, this is what I have. It's amazing what I have. Step out of the fear of what may or may not happen. Enjoy today. Because even if the worst happens, you will still have today. And if you have been messing up today, you won't have today. So enjoy today. Just enjoy it. Okay? Will you do that?
Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Last comments? Yeah, done. Last comments. Yeah. Okay, we both get it now. That's amazing. The minute when both get it, you can get through the most important things. Look who's here. Hi, George. Nice to see you.
Hello, George.
Yeah, I understand. But then, George, then we have to leave those habits behind, and we then have to get habits that's actually not hindering us, but that's helping us. And that's what our mission is, isn't it, Antoinette? That's what we try and make people aware, that we walk around with all these childhood habits, and they're actually hindering us because we become so self-protective. And where do they come out? In our relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, where's Paul? Okay. Codependence. Self-love deficit. Yeah, it's true. And the way that you do it is you're willing to harm yourself for somebody else. You're willing to shut up about something for somebody else. Okay. Very nice to see you, George. Okay. There's a long one. Where'd it go? Okay. I return after a visit to my country to the neighborhood. Really sad. Some street in the center. We used to go shine shoes and go to drink a drunk, come home for some
sorry. Jeez, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
Let's see the rest. Oh, the rest is not. We can't see the rest. I'm going to have to go read it on Facebook. Oh, that's horrible. Big hug to you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you, George. Big hug.
But this is the thing. This is how you do it. You start saying it out loud. And you start saying it enough times. And it's not your trigger anymore. It doesn't define you anymore. You get huge emotional freedom when you start talking about stuff. Ask Antoinette in that summit.
That's true. The truth is.
Yeah. Hi, Cindy.
Thank you, Cindy. Big hug.
Cindy, I hope you're actually reading it. Don't follow.
Cindy, you and I will have to do this book together, hey?
Okay. Thank you all for coming, guys. We love having you here. And thanks, Antoinette. That was a great topic.
Thank you, Louise. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, a few weeks ago we said to anybody, if anybody wants to come up here and come and sit in Antoinette's chair and offer her your problems, you'll get some live counseling right here. Just let me know. Go send me a message. This is for real. You can bring me your problems right here.
Come on, guys. If I can do it, so can you.
Antoinette
Okay,
wants out.
Louise.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye, Linda. Bye-bye, everybody. Lots of love to all of you. You know what always happens with me right now, hey? I have to go look for my song. Every time I'm ready to say goodbye and I have to go find my song. Okay. All right. Lots of love to everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Antoinette. Bye-bye.